Right, hello everybody. A very good morning to you all, wherever you are watching this video. Also, a early Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year to you all. I see that it's important I make this video, that which is in line with the law and order issues that our country is facing, and more importantly, we've seen our women and girls being victimized a lot with law and order issues in our country. Okay, by saying that, it doesn't mean that they are the weakest in the society. The very people that have been victimized a lot and sent to the grave every now and then are the ones that God said are going to be our helper, our helping hands, which means that if we kept on doing all these things to them, harassing them, and discriminating them, and kept on doing what we are doing at the moment, that are currently flooding the media with a lot of the news that are going on about women and girls being mistreated and being arrested and murdered, and all those things that are happening to our women and children, girls and all these, our mothers. If we kept on doing all those things, then definitely we don't helping hands, and surely, sure enough, we're, as a nation, we're digging our own graves. Okay, and I sincerely appreciate a lot of inputs, okay, that I've come across so far recently, that our young elites are now voicing in their consent, and so as the activists in our country that are seeing that this issue has to be sorted out as much as possible, and a call to all, a call to address it at a corporate level, for every institutions, every organizations, for government to take the leading role, and for institutions like churches to rise, and also the business houses. Okay, while in the quest towards making profit and all this, there has to be some sort of attempt towards making sure mindset of the people are changed, in that people should appreciate the involvement and the participation of our women in our society, without pinpointing whom to blame. Okay, and well, of course, we should also appreciate the fact that with the current trend in which globalization is heading towards, and the modern technology that we're in, it's pretty much very easy that we could be, led astray with a lot of the information that we are receiving from the internet and all this, by way of viewing it visually, or by way of reading it, whatever it is. Today, information is just everywhere. We can just get it, okay, both positive and negative. Whatever it is, we're making the choice to choose as to what sort of information we want to capture, not just by mere words and all this, but more importantly, it encapsulates all sorts of areas, in health, okay, in academics, and any sort of areas in our life. There's greater sort of influence going on. Okay, whatever we see, whatever that we hear, all those things, there's bigger influence going on. There's bigger battle, they call the great controversy. The fight between good and evil is real, and it's going on, and no one is suspected. In this fight, there's no one that can call him or herself as a spectator. All of us are the fighters in this fight. Okay, we are the players. Okay. And what sort of information that we capture, what sort of things that we put into our body, put into our head especially, are going to be manifested in reality, okay, in visible terms. So I think it's a call for us to be very mindful of whatever information that we capture and put it into our mind. We must be making sure that whatever that we take, ask ourselves whether it's right or wrong, and whether it's going to develop ourselves in the right direction as a person, and that are going to also promising a better future into tomorrow. These are the important questions that you, as an individual, you should ask yourself. As a result, we've seen a lot of misconduct going on in the recent past, and there seems to be this normality in our country that the new normal, so the so-called new normal that are happening in our country. It's something that, looking back in the 90s, well, of course, I wasn't there. Looking back in the 90s and 80s and 70s, 60s and 50s and all this, the lifestyles there are not the same in today's generations, but not just us in the global south, in Papua New Guinea in this matter, or in the developing world in this matter. May say that no, our society has changed dramatically in the positive or negative direction, that it's a greater concern. But so as in the Western world too, there's a lot of concern going on, okay, in the Western world, okay, where the life in the future, in the past, okay, 40s, in the 40s and early 80s and 90s and all this, the life there aren't the same like today. So like the world is changing every now and then. So I think at an individual level, it's very important that you should appreciate a certain sort of values that you should take it with you, so long as you see that it gives you a promising health, okay, in terms of your physical health, okay, so as your social well-being with your fellow human beings, okay, fellow brothers and sisters, and so as your wealth as in spiritual well-being, mental and all this. So long as you see that at the present state you're able to be happy, then that's good on you. Okay, you embrace that and pass it on to your children, and continue on advocating it. Especially it comes back to your home, okay, and you study it in the home, because you cannot tell other people out there to tell them that you're gonna do this and that. No, because when you were to do so, they'll see you as culprit, or someone who's trying to get attention and all this, all sorts of name tags they're gonna put it on you, because you yourself, you're thinking that you're doing the right thing, but to the society, to someone out there, they might perceive it as power hungry, or someone who is trying to get attention. So then the only place that you could possibly exercise your power, then it comes back to in the home. You as a parent, you have the greater responsibility to make sure that your sons and daughters doing the right thing, okay, doing the right thing. Try as much as possible to tame them. They are meant to be tamed, so tame them in the right path, in the right way, okay. In that way, whatever that we've seen in our society, in the community, in the workplace, in the parliament, so to speak, in the political realm, whatever it is, in the business, economics, finance, whatever it is, it's just a reflection of the principles that we've learned in the home, okay. So it's a greater call to all our parents out there to pull our socks up, and trying to make sure that whatever that we imparted to our children, not just by mere words, but it must be seen in our actions, okay. The greatest discipline, the greatest lessons that we're going to tell them is by our actions. Just do the thing, and the children are going to see and follow. And if you're saying a particular thing and doing a totally different thing altogether, then we're confusing the people, confusing your children. So the confusion starts from the home, and it comes out, and then it is portrayed in the community, and ultimately we've seen a lot of corruption going on in the workplace, and so as in the political arenas as well. So this is just my little thoughts that I see that it's important. I need to bring it out for you guys to just think about it. Yeah, thank you so much.